This is the Simpid, this is Michi Hoya, and welcome to today's edition of F1 2018 Career Mode Story. So we are approaching the final race weekend here in real Formula 1, and that means we're gonna bring ourselves up a little bit into into the style of F1 again. So we have Wednesday, 2 days until the last 3 practices of the season in Abu Dhabi kick off. Sad story about this, we're not at Abu Dhabi yet. So here we are, it's season 1, round 15, Singapore. We are at the data center, and if I'm not mistaken, we will start off today's edition with the ultimate challenge of another kind of invitational event. So that is going to be it for the moment before we head into round 16, which is Russia. Hey there, Scuderia. Hey, Stuart. Hey, Martin Stefanko. How you doing, buddy? Yep, Solo, that's what I'm trying to build. Thank you for reminding. And welcome to today's stream. So here we are in the data center. So we have the checkpoint challenge in the old McLaren around Monaco, or the 2008 McLaren MP4-23 around Britain, and that is what I'm going to go for. So getting in there. Oh, thank you very much indeed, Martin. I genuinely feel alright. Have read your announcement of leaving ACR. Of course, as a team manager, I do know. So very publicly, Martin Stefanko has been released of our contract to entirely go over to the F1 Esports series. So he's been picked up by Haas, and yeah, I happily let him go. I'm very proud of his development, and I wish Martin Stefanko all the best for the future. Surely we're gonna be some friends and gonna come across each other every now and then. So that's about this little news from our side, and here we are. So the pursuit, the pass is to finish in first place. Opponents are a little slow and have a head start, and we are sitting in the 2008 McLaren. And I have to admit, just by the looks of it, the 2018 F1 cars have been proper racing cars, have been proper Formula 1 cars. I really enjoyed them to race back then, and gonna see how that one feels now. I'm not quite sure, I don't know, they don't have traction control, so driving them in the heavy wets right here. Ooh. Actually, those V8s have quite some power up the ref, so we may want to short shift them. Going around circuit of Silverstone. Those 2018 cars have been so fun to drive, but at the very same time they are so dependent on aero. My brake pedal somehow is very wrong right now. Let me quickly recalibrate them because they are causing me some trouble here. Preferences, can I assist them in their controls? Have a look into calibration real quick. That is a lot better now. Save to the control scheme. So I'm sorry, but I'll quickly go on that again because that was not very good. So Jörg, how you doing, buddy? Saw your second message on iRacing as well. Gonna come back towards that after some more streaming today. Good morning, Devin. How you doing, buddy? You have uninstalled the game already. That is fairly interesting. I didn't expect you to do that, to be honest. So, second try. Not going too high in the revs. So those V8s really love short shifting in the wet. So they do not even wheel spin at all. I think we started 4th, so we have 3 laps time to get into that P1. Maybe you want to go mix 2 here. Really, is the next year's series already going to be on F1 2019? Are you serious? Looks like I'm not really making up time towards the others there. So that is sorry. Oh. That car is incredible. Oversteer on throttle. Nice dive bomb though. Into stow. I broke myself quite heavily. It goes so suddenly. Oh, that invitational event is going to take long, I assume. So that means your season is not going to start before that, really, is it? Which is a shame, to be honest. Ah, Jörg, I hear you. What is around the Skip Barber course at the minute? That is the VRS that is running around there currently, right? Oh, really missed turn 1. Pretty bad. Because that is the next thing I'm going to do towards the weekend. Do some laps around Skip Barber Motorsports Park and the Mercedes GT3. And I think it's VRS they're doing it currently. Well, marketing wise it would make sense to do a season parallel to the actual season going on. Let's just wait and see, time's going to tell. You're gonna race anything between now and oh, for God's sake. Between F1 Esports and yeah, the upcoming F1 Esports, anything in between there? This car is incredible beastie in the rear end. I mean, I could also put on differential a little more, but so you would also head towards Gran Turismo then, Martin? Hey Ben, how you doing? I'm pretty sure, Ben, right now you got a pretty a pretty good deja vu. Gonna talk about that later. So second of 3 laps. Yeah, once the oversteer kicks in. Yeah, I'm trying not to spin at all right now, Ben, but you see it's kinda difficult for me at the minute. I'm pretty sure some Forza 7 competition might go on. So if that is something for you, I'm happy to see you streaming it or somewhat doing somewhat promotion about what you do. Okay. iRacing and Forza, I'll just read that now. Well, as you know, there is this map fray competition currently going on R-Factor 2, hosted by ESL. But I'm afraid, since we have no team right now, that would not suit you either, I guess. As we go into the final of those 3 laps, we have the final target running right ahead of us. I'm just not allowed to spin out. I didn't actually think that those cars have been even more sensitive to be driven on water. But you really feel a difference in the development between 2008 and 2018 in the downforce. It's kind of insane. Always pretending that the physics are right though. Right in terms of comparable in performance between back then and today. Really, Forza is faster with a pet. Well then, probably GG on it. Staying behind that AI to kill him on the hanger straight. And then we're gonna go across the line and move on towards Russia, where I hope not for rain. I remember Cody Blenton doing his race in AOR the past weekend, and he just said, nope, if it's gonna rain, he's probably not about even starting it. Of course he was joking, but that is how much of rain he wanted, and same will be the case for me. So finally we've passed that person. Was good to get into the game. And that means we're finally on towards Russia, and I'm not sure whether we are waiting a big update on our car. Remember, we still got chances to win the championship. However, we can't do it solely. Right now we have to... Yeah, we have to...
Listen up, everyone. They've announced that the technical regulations are changing for next season.
Oh.
Now there's a risk a lot of our hard work could be undone if we're not careful. So let's figure out how to mitigate this. Drivers, take a look at the developments we have and let us know what you want to invest in protecting. Alright everyone, let's get on top of this.
So Martin, didn't you say something about being careful on what to choose? Thought we happy if you have a little rehearsal on that. So, workstation, not going to practice. Rivalry, looking good here. Driver details, that's just statistics. Season results, now not looking at that. We got 6 more races to go. And just a quick look, 60 points to... Yeah, we need to outscore Vettel every single time by 12 points. Look, R&D development. Regulation changes will come up into force at the start of the season, making existing upgrades obsolete in their current state. Okay. Such upgrades can be adapted by 50%. Purchase costs to make them legal for next season's regulations. All currently fitted upgrades will remain active on the car for the remainder of the season, but non-adapted upgrades will be lost beyond that point. So right now I go through every kind of selected, so those okay, so basically what I have to do is invest 50% on them resource points on the orange on the orange highlighted upgrades, and they will remain on the car then, whereas the entire rest of the upgrades is going to remain on the car. Is that what you're saying? So that means adapt. Okay, I adapt the part. That one. I know that the gearbox is pretty poor, and so I will go on with the gearbox all the way through. That means we need more resource points, and that also means we want to go into free practice 1. Okay, perfect, perfect. Yeah, then I'm really lucky a little, because durability can always be dodged with a bad qualifying due to weather reasons or something when you simply book for new components. Anyway, here we are going into the free practice, looking for the practice programs and stuff. Hopefully looking forward to a good race. So outscoring Vettel by 12 points 6 consecutive times, that is going to be the task for us coming up towards the season end. We will gonna see very soon whether we be able to do it.
We've lost oil pressure.
So the lubrication system is at fault right now. That is not too much to my liking, nonetheless. We need to load up a setup first though, so we're gonna load the car set to get on the car. That is Russia. There we go. And well, while repairs going on, we're also gonna have a look on our practice programs. We have track acclimatization, tire management, and all that stuff. That is all standard. Right here, using the updated engine specification, utilize the additional power to record
try to run it before the end of
top
FP3
speed.
if you can.
If I'm not mistaken, we have had an ultimate update even for the engine, so that should really give us some good speed around this racetrack, because there's quite a lot of straights. I think this track is, after Monza and Spa, one of the most power demanding one. Hey Mark Behrens from Facebook, thank you so much for joining. How you doing, buddy? So beyond that, we got DRS, low fuel, clean lap, fast sector 1 and fast sector 2.
Okay, we'll alter
While
the setup
saying
of the
so,
car.
we're gonna accelerate the time until repair time is done. This is the case now. And so we go track acclimatization first, and we drive out.
Let's get a few laps under our belt.
Yeah, Martin, the lubrication system. No idea what it does, to be honest. Probably it is some electronic storage, energy storage stuff. Nonetheless, we take it, putting down the car in low config. And then driving out for the very first time in our McLaren. No, neither do I want to know. I'm happy if it's fixed again and back on the car. Oh, DRS is broken as well.
You won't be able to open the rear wing. We're working on a fix. Stay out.
So we won't be able to open the rear wing right now. To just bring back... I do not know why it does this, by the way, but I need to put that from...
The car behind is running low on fuel. Try to pull away without taking any risks.
Mm.
We've just seen the stewards give the car behind a drive-through penalty.
Oh, did they? No, joking. Anyway, that is the spots are finally back on our ears.
DRS will be offline. There's a fault with the rear wing system. Stay out. We can work on a fix remotely.
I think it's so interesting that you have very good braking markers here, which is the flag monitor, so the little LED boards that are hanging on the fences. They're pretty good indications, or pretty good brake markers around turn 7, 8 and 9. Yeah, just McLaren things as you say it. Very true about that. However, it is more of a McLaren thing for 2017, to be honest. In 2018, the reliability has been somewhat okay, I guess. Nonetheless, coming around the final 2 turns in order to then start our track acclimatization program. For those people who are new on the channel and watching for the first time, we now need to nail all of those checkpoints. Yeah, can't open DRS, so that will hurt on the points. And we not only have to hit them driving line wise, we also have to hit them quite quick in speed. Yeah, that was obvious that this was located right there. So the faster you go, the more likely you will make those checkpoints in purple. If you go through their like average speed, you're gonna make them at least green, are gonna be okay. But you always want to have them purple, since it gives huge bonus points, and a purple end result will result in more research points, which we're gonna need for securing the upgrades of this year to be still on the car for next year. So far this is all looking good. I missed that one, so that's why it is red. And for those 2 I was too slow. So we're now gonna just simply make it green, and the next lap around we hopefully make it purple by putting in better laps.
You seem to be struggling a little in the following turns.
Not even green then. Okay. DRS is enabled again, which is good to see. Stroll, stay away. Annoying. You are so annoying.
Front wing. It'll need.
Oh. Well, basically. Oof. Yeah, I mean, this was the best I can do to that corner right now, thanks to the traffic. The AI sometimes is really annoying. And that has nothing to do with 105%. It's just what they generally do in out or in laps. Yeah. Typical Stroll. Agreed, Martin. Very much agreed on that. So, made that green. Can we make it purple straight away? Missed that one. It doesn't show me the purple target right now, but I think it's gonna be close.
This is the last lap of the program.
Nope.
Final lap of the program.
So here we go. At least we achieved the low fuel test. Maybe we could for once. No, we can't. I just would have hoped for an all-purple lap maybe for once. That is really something on my Steam achievement list still. So no red sectors allowed this time, since I'm very down on the purple numbers anyway. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make this track purple. How this track invites to go quick, and then you slide off the racing line, and then you're off, and probably have to really go again. Have a nice lunch then, James, and enjoy yourself. You know you can always watch that back. So I failed that program. Well, not failed it, but there is still lots of room to improve.
Program complete. These results will do, although you could definitely do better. Consider giving it another shot.
Very true about that. So, box this lap. Okay, that doesn't want to work again. I do not know what they have done to the update that is so much broke the audio system. All I do know though, it is highly annoying.
Okay, you need to come in before you run out of fuel. Pit within 2 laps.
I'm gonna go in lean mix just to make sure. By the way, Martin, you're going to do virtual GP next year again? I guess so, you do. Unless it doesn't collide with F1 Esports, does it?
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining. Come in this lap, please. Box this lap.
Nice animations. Right, so what I'm gonna do, to be honest, I want to finish off that program being purple, so I will straight away go out again on the very same set of tires, trying to put that program to purple. Then we'll go on with the next step.
I've had a chat with Carl about the new parts, and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so give them a try.
Okay, so still need to do a really quick lap there on the speed, it seems. So let's see, we need 585
when you're ready,
points.
Let's go.
So much bumps on that exit.
Right, let's make sure we're hitting those apexes. Once you're comfortable with the position through the corner, then start building up the speed.
Copy that. Martin, by the way, you've seen me driving on that simulator or on that game for quite some time. When watching, do you see recent, well, mistakes, so to say? Like really something that comes to your eye where you say, oh, you do that definitely wrong, apart from not shifting down fast enough? Alright, here we go then.
Seems like we're a bit slow in these corners.
Oh really, are we? Yeah, we'll always fail on that one probably. That was a bit of a weird line. LED board and brake and turn in and miss that checkpoint. LED point, turn in, hit the checkpoint. LED point, turn in. Oh, that is a little too late for that one. Nearly forgot to brake. Okay. Well, fair enough. Can't just do that once and over again. And then probably you in the end get a penalty for causing a collision or something.
Good. Now let's try for purple. You'll get a bonus for consistency if you can chain good corners together.
Maybe we can finally do it now. So far so good. No, not good. Sometimes those checkpoints have a really bad location. Alright. Happily we missed the red yet. However, we got that one just green. Same here. This will be tough. Need to make them all purple.
That's fantastic. You obviously have a really good understanding of this circuit.
Oh, what a bird, you would say in Germany. Buzzin', that is a very interesting view on which I actually, well, I sort of agree and I sort of disagree. And I've been very clear about this until that point, but I somewhat of changed my mind because until here I was saying, yeah, we are sim racing, we're not real racing and stuff, and so we're allowed to go in whatever camera position we like, as long as it's allowed by the rules, as long as it's allowed by the games. So if the game gives us that was the wrong button. I'm not even sure where I have. Well, certainly not there. Not there. Oh, there it is. If you know,
Okay, copy that.
if we're allowed to go and be quick in that camera setting, then why not? Same with that one. Most of you will probably want to see me race in that. I will definitely just be bad in that one and crap slow, so I'll stick with this one. And until that point, I was like, yep, you guys are somewhat right, but I still consider this to be sim racing. However, I saw one guy in a GT Academy driving like this with that camera and be super quick. And that was the moment where I started questioning my approach. Because that was just... Whew. I'm not sure whether you really want to see it like this. So I basically agree with what Buzz and Hornet is saying. You can go whatever camera angle is allowed by your league or community, but when we come down to esports and want to find one of the best sim races, yeah, he was driving from the rear, Luca. I was stunned myself, but there was a picture on Facebook with a red.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:35.4.
With a red arrow pointing towards it, and I was
Checks
just
complete. All
I saw
personnel
it,
be
I was like,
aware we have
what?
a car leaving.
Thank you, James. Enjoy your day as well. Right, so we're going for the tire wear program. GT Academy is no sim racing for you? Or not GT Academy, GT... Was it GT Esports? I kind of forgot the name of the event, but the Gran Turismo guys. Buzz, and I absolutely hear you. I hear and understand you. So... So, tyre acclimatization, I'm pretty sure we're not going to be super quick while doing that program. Thank you, Luca. So Surokin is sweeping by with a rather risky move, to be honest. But just to make sure, we're gonna put the car in a rich fuel and engine mode, so we can really have some reliable data for the engineers, because the way you perform in those practice programs, that is going to be the data being used by the engineers later for calculating strategies and calculating your tire wear and stuff. So you want to drive exactly like in the race, a little bit more soft, so you get at least into the purple on those programs. But you definitely don't want to over exaggerate it right here, Just don't do the stuff I do right now. Also, curbs are hurting the tires quite a lot here in that game, so you want to avoid them as good as possible while still going quick. No, Phil, it's not the hardest. It's the, well, 6th hardest something. So I'm going on the 105% at the minute, and I will finish the season like that. But for next season, I'm going to increase the multiplier to 110. So it's going to be the ultimate challenge. And speaking about ultimate challenges, that is what I'm going to have right here in order to finish that program still in the purple.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can talk you through the numbers.
Okay, we're gonna do that right after I tried to put in a qualifying attempt. So that means we're gonna recharge the battery despite it's still full. Save a little of fuel. I agree, Buzzin. This track, despite people keep mourning about, which I can understand, because you can somewhat, it's not so easy to overtake because there's a very slow but aerodynamical depending sector 3 before the one single real overtaking spot turn
3 laps of fuel
turn 2
remaining.
basically. And in between here, it's just impossible to overtake. It's just a combination of corners coming one after each other. And what people also dislike about this race circuit, it is so flat and basically built in a big ground of tarmac that it is, don't even know how to say it. I mean, you can run wide everywhere without being some sort of punished, and I can understand people not liking that too about this race circuit, which is a valid point. I agree. But anyway, so coming towards a qualifying run, not on qualifying tyres, but to at least get a feel for what is possible around here. Need to make sure that you are good on energy saving, because you cannot run all the lap in overtake mode. Purple S1, nice, good. So looking at the energy right now, the white bar is nearly gone. That means we do not have too much power available, so we're gonna get it in 2. Oh, don't do that. That's taking valuable time off the board. Is this aerodynamic dependent part of the racetrack, and put it back into 4. So still need to learn a little about the energy management once it comes down towards qualifying runs. And across the line into P5.
Good run.
At the minute.
You've moved into P5.
Let's see. I would still have. Do I have some fuel left? Or we can just try it, because next time around then the session's over anyway. So remove that mistake and go again hard. You guys looking forward to the season final? Probably depends whether you're Mercedes, Ferrari, Vettel or Hamilton fan. I think this time the Red Bulls should not have a chance. I would be surprised if they have. I was even a little surprised on their chance, their race winning chance in Brazil.
Box this lap, please. Box this lap.
Ben, could it be the case that you're a bit biased since you're a Max Verstappen fan by chance? Alright, turn up the engine modes and mixes. And here we go again.
Okay, the time last lap was a 1 minute 43.2.
Not sure if these tyres are gonna last long enough. Well, they're definitely gonna last long enough if you do mistakes. But that has cost us some time. Going a bit too right here as well. It is difficult to get the track limits right, I have to admit. This is no excuse for abusing them though. So looking at ERS management, the white bar. So let's have a look. That mistake yet alone, 7/10. Overtake mode engaged. And across the line we rip. No. Well, practice complete.
We're seeing major wing damage. Box, box, box.
Oh, we just ran out of fuel over the line, interestingly. As you can see. Yeah, so despite going around creeping slow, I'm just gonna go return to garage real quick to speed up the process a bit. So back into P1, gonna advance from that session, and we're gonna get to ask stupid questions if we've crashed.
Amazing performance out there. You must be really happy. You really went all out in practice today. Are you testing new components?
Yep.
You had an incredible pace in practice. Would you say that you're pretty comfortable with the car? Are you hoping to have your reliability issues sorted out before qualifying? You left a lot of paint on the walls today. Were you struggling for grip or did you just misjudge some corners? Great, well that's everything.
Right, so Ben, I'm not too sure whether they took off their modifications from the rear tires. What I do believe though is that they have to give it full throttle again after after Ferrari have revised their upgrades and had done some work and finally be back on pace after 2 or 3 really bad races. So I think that is more the case that Mercedes has to push entirely hard again, which gets up the heat in the rear tires, and that is the issue. So 477 points, some reputation gain there by Red Bull. So we're gonna advance here. Already half up the bar into the veteran side, going on with R&D tree, so we wanna save. We wanna add that part to, no, we wanna add the gearbox to be saved. Because that is really hurting us right now. The good thing with the morale modifier being 12%, things are really cheap right now, so we wanna go as much and get as much point as we can. So going into second practice. What P3 position is still up for grabs? For Max on the championship. That could well be it. I haven't checked that, to be honest. Right, next two programs will be the fuel management, and we're going to do qualifying. Which way we're gonna do it? How are we gonna do the fuel management?
Okay, the track is
then
green
qualifying.
right now, so take a few laps to get the tyres up to temperature. Try and feel your way around.
Bottas and Raikkonen. Yep, the useless Finns in that year, apart from Raikkonen at Circuit of the Americas. But to me, Bottas has been pretty much useless. No offense to him. He's a good and solid driver, but in that Mercedes, he's just so far off Hamilton sometimes. That is, on the one hand, it's no surprise, as he's been demotivated by the Mercedes officials, I believe, quite a lot. Surely some interviews have not been spread out a good light into the public, and I'm pretty sure always hurted him in the back, so that surely compromises pace, especially for the second half of the season. Will it be back for 2019 though? That is the big question also Mercedes has to look at. That is just my thought on it. Whoopsie. There's still some good time to gain if we go over the curb like that. For next year, yeah, me too. I think Red Bull has kind of good possibility if the Honda engine, provides somewhat power. So fuel management, we are short shifting a lot here in order to get that top bar into the purple. Care a little bit more track limits, really. Pretend to gain. Oh, don't miss them apexes, mum. There's some tiny little input lag going on due to VSync. That is so bad. But if I not put on VSync, I'm gonna not provide you with 60 FPS here, so sadly have to take that. It's not even gonna be that easy, to be honest.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
No, we're gonna box this lap straight away. And if you guys want to get a discussion going on while we're in free practice, feel free to do so. Especially right now, I can talk a little bit about what was going on the past few days. As we got Ben sitting here and talking to us, he's caught Psycho Sozialleben, by the way. So he was my first customer on Monday. We had some interesting practice going on together. And you guys will be able to see what it was like, how it went, how Ben performed, how I performed as a driving instructor. We're gonna have a video premiere about that tomorrow around right now. So tomorrow 19:30 Central European Time or 10:30 Pacific Standard. Whoops, too fast into the pits. We are going to have a video premiere where you guys be able to see how the session went, what the business is, what we're doing, and what could be a type of driving instruction private session altogether. So we're going to be interested on your feedback, and also going to be interested in how Ben will keep performing. He has updated me a little bit with how it went on afterwards, and I'm gonna release that shot on the social medias on a Friday. So to not spoil you right now, if you're interested. Right, getting on 23 minutes in that free practice 2. I think we now should work with qualifying pace since we got 2 sets of hypersofts. Gonna drive out that lap.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:34.5. Standing by.
And afterwards I'm going to be particularly interested in running high fuel runs, since we're going to be on that very same tyre, which is used from qualifying. And we're going to take it out on the race trim in order to see really how those tyres evolve. Once again, this is the most reliable way to get your engineer's data, so gonna look forward to that. To have a spot on strategy for race then, as now our races have to be pitch perfect. Basically we need to really win all 4 races, all left 6 races, and really have to hope that Mr. Vettel drops out even sometimes, because otherwise it's kind of hard to get a 12-point outscore all the time. And it's just mad, like with 8 races to go I was a little closer, then I had my own bad race, and then I won 1 race, and now it's 60 points again. So yeah, things didn't go too well, but anyway, we have to take them like they are. We're gonna try to maximize our odds. What I definitely forgot is to save some energy for the run itself. So the mix is already up. I'm gonna put up the car into overtake mode. So we're leading our target lap time by 3/10. Which is great. Half a second. Better on the apexes here. That should be a strong exit. So we're half a second up our target. should be 6 or 7 tenths by the end of the lap. To make sure we even get the purple target done. Don't slide too much. Get the speed, come on, don't sleep.
Okay, test complete, and that was a very good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that.
That is important. We're also going to turn down the mix. Connor, creep back to the pits. Not going too hard on the tyres. Have a quick look on how the balance is. So yeah, the rear tyres obviously being the most one hurt.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Yep, Ben, all the coffee lovers, right? Right, so coming back to the pits, getting on the race strategy program, and after that one we end free practice 2, have a little gimmick. That means there's a transition from Friday to Saturday. That means I'm gonna have a 5-minute break. I'm not going to shut off the stream, but I'm gonna put on a picture in between and get this F1 sound up. So let's have a look into getting out for the long runs. So there is a race strategy. Oh, I keep misclicking that button. Race strategy program. We're not going in the ultra soft.
So far, our
I
fastest
want to have
lap
the
is
hypersoft.
1 minute,
I want to have the used hypersoft set
31.8.
just from the
All personnel be aware. Car
from the
leaving.
qualifying run. And the good thing about this, the data, I mean, right now we have to just meet specific lap times, but the data will be dependent on the current state of the tires. So that is a good story about that. Gonna put everything into low right now, whereas I'm going to increase the mix to 3, and the battery I will keep that in 2 more or less to get a little bit higher fuel readings, so I have more power available in the race, and it will be already calculated in the strategy. So that's the good stuff. So all we have to do now basically is get 5 consecutive laps in. Gonna turn up the fuel, put the ERS into 2. and I'll just be happy to race around. Very important that you are driving somewhat soft, somewhat sensitive, so you don't overuse the tires and all that stuff. Hey Phil. Oh, that is for me it's a difficult question to answer because I don't have one. I have a standard 60 Hz monitor if I'm not mistaken. And on that I can obviously feel whether I got 60 or 120 FPS. Despite you may now say physically you should not feel a difference, but somehow you do. The picture's just that tiny little bit more smooth. And with that being said, I have not had the chance yet to test the 144 Hz. I probably would guess though that it is worth the money. Just get so much more fluent picture.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
So we're gonna keep on going like that. The time delta is always gonna change a little. So it's just like in real Formula 1, you get your target lap time and you try beating it lap for lap for lap for lap. Oh, thank you very much indeed, Phil. I appreciate your feedback. So speaking of what is tonight's schedule still, I tried to finish that somewhat soon here and left myself open a little spot to do some iRacing. So gonna have the iRacing VRS Championship around, what was that track called? Skip Barber Motorsports Park, I guess. That one is gonna be an interesting one because the stream will be a little longer. I have to learn a new track. I will have to buy it still. What is tracks right now? By the way, is there a Black Friday sale on iRacing for content? Oh, exceeding track limits, sorry. Anyone could help me on that right now. Is there a Black Friday or a Cyber Monday week sort of deal on iRacing at the minute? Because I still have to get that track.
You've nailed what we asked for.
I'm not really wanting to get like 3 parts or something. Maybe if I can get three tracks all together, that might be a bargain. But right now I definitely have to buy them. And then I have to learn them still. I know that the VRS is not as public, or not as, well, not public, not as popular this week. So it's going to be a bit empty. People are thinking a little bit more focused on IMSA, which is around Daytona. And I haven't driven that for ages, so I'm not sure whether I'm going to do that at all. But yeah, that is the plan, at least to have one iRacing video still coming out today. I'm hoping to have that stream finished by yeah, a good hour and a half. If I'll be smart, I'm probably gonna be a bit quicker. Still in the middle of second free practice, but nevertheless, that is planned for tonight still. So I hope you guys are gonna subscribe to this channel and tune in again, as we're about to beat for the 4th consecutive time, no, the 3rd consecutive time our target lap time.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
For getting more data, as you can see right here. The test has been completed, however you may drive additional laps in order to increase the accuracy of the data gathered. And I think that is exactly what we want to do, because that Hypersoft has let us down twice this year when it provided a breakdown in terms of grip quite early in the race. So we want to go how long that tire really wants to last for us. Yeah, Ben, I think so too. I think for content there is no percentage off right now, which is a sad story, but okay. Need to take it as it is. I didn't want to invest into iRacing content anyway. What was the track? $12 or something? You not even own the software and still you have to pay for the content. I kind of disagree with that philosophy, but I'm not the marketing manager. Maybe for a good reason. I mean, it seems to work, obviously. The community is the biggest we do have in sim racing. On the PC side of life, don't want to consider Gran Turismo on the PlayStation 4 for that consideration. Oops. I can already feel it in the rear, so tyres are going off.
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
Yeah, Ben, I absolutely hear you. The only thing you do own on iRacing is your account and your right to race the specific content. But that is intangible, and I do not really like it. I had a really nice go over that one last time around. This time I completely fucked it up. D-Gamer, thank you so much for your subscription. I appreciate that. Welcome to the show, welcome to the stream. So despite all the mourns, I mean, we still do love racing, and no doubt iRacing is giving us the best racing on the day randomly, because whatever race you join there's competition going on. Oh, don't fuck it up, the final lap. This is gonna be worse on the target, or on target fulfillation, if that is a word. Sometimes my English is really bad.
Damage to your wing. Damage to your wing. Suggest we box to change it.
Well, we made it happily. So, yeah, speaking about this run, as you've seen here on the tyres, 38%. The balance is not too bad towards the rear. I probably could still increase the front wing by a click, or decrease the rear wing. Oh dear. And car would still probably be quite stable. I want to keep that balance how it is right now, since that is somewhat fine. I'm ready to go racing basically. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the final program, which is ERS management in free practice 3. Gonna have another go on a qualifying run, and if we're fancy we can do a race trim run on the prime tire, but don't really think that is necessary right now. Forgot to turn down the engine, so we're in low fuel mode now anyway. I need to make sure. Gamer, thank you for your feedback here. What kind of wheel you're playing it with? As I'm limping home into the pits. And suddenly we got fuel again. Oh yeah, so we can reach each other a hand. I am on G29 as well, just as you are. So you really feel that Logitech and all that stuff has done some cooperation there with Codemasters, despite we see the Fanatec banners everywhere. But you really see that Logitech surely had his hands in it as well. Hey Wayne, it's like playing chess whilst racing Michi. What do you mean about that? So here we are, looking at the numbers, looking at the.
We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car.
Looking at the graphs. So as you can see, lap time wise, we were doing pretty good. Probably the fourth lap time was a little bit out of
Our best
rhythm.
lap so far is a 1:31.8.
Having said that, it was right into the rhythm, so it was a really good one. What you probably would have expected it around between a 34.2 and a 34.5 in that area. Tire wear factor is 1.17, so we were pushing a little bit too hard. Anyway, guys, this is the end of second practice, basically, because right now we're going to take a 5-minute break. While that, though, I'm just going to let the session run out and put on the banner, be back in 5 minutes, then we talk about the results here in free practice 2. Basically, I'm going to do it the other way around. I'm basically going to finish it because that makes more sense when we're speaking about stories. So, quickly doing fast forwarding here. And talk quick about the results. I think we've won it again, so not too much of a gap this time. Wasn't the perfect qualifying run anyway, but it's going to be tough to get on pole position. Got to get another interview done.
Enjoy that. You made it look easy.
Thank you very much.
Put a lot of effort into practice today. Are you testing new components?
We're gathering data about durability. That helps.
You had the fastest time in practice. Will we see similar times in qualifying?
Perfect.
Appreciate your time.
Maybe we can get another 2% discount on the pricing for saving the components for next year. I would definitely appreciate that. I'm gonna have a look. How much points we gathered anyway? Around 100, I guess. Maybe a bit more. 200 then. 214. 431. That should give us another boost. So reputation is all up to the maximum apart from Renault. What are they on about? Mercedes and Ferrari, which are the quite expected one. So looking right here, view the research tree. Do they increase? Oh, even 20% reducement on the reliability sector, so or durability sector. That is pitch perfect. That means 272 points either being spent here or 284 being spent there. That is the biggest save. What else we got? 248, 260. So those pots can be saved. We're hopefully even going to do that right after the race and be happy with the department. So guys, with that being said, this is the transmission from Friday to a Saturday. That means our engineers are back in the factory looking about the things. Also means we are taking a 2 to 5 minutes break, getting some fresh coffee on because I'm a die-hard coffee lover. And beyond that, guys, I'll be back in a minute. Stay tuned. I want to stay live on the channel, not shut the stream down, just put on a different picture. Guys, thank you so much for watching so far. See you back in a minute. Right boys, here I'm back. Have a fresh coffee, have some more power to go. Have seemingly lost half of the viewers, but that is okay. They can come back if they're interested. So here we are, free practice number 3. Are we really back? No, we're not back yet. Now we're back. So free practice number 3. We've given new parts into development. Right. So session info, that is alright. That means we're gonna quickly do the ERS management and see where we can really save off the fuel or save off the energy.
A bit like a rubber out on track. Try to take it easy for a couple of laps.
Now we're gonna do a final run in qualifying practice, so we really get a run in, really get a rhythm for qualifying, and then we head into qualifying already. So it's going to be very interesting indeed. And if you guys want to come across with anything, want to know anything, want to get a discussion started, then feel free to do so. As we're not very much out for competitive racing online, we've got loads of time to talk about different things, talk about business, talk about the weather, talk about whatever. So if there's anything that catches your attention, feel free to go and ask about. Yeah, that is freezing cold outside. Yes, I did. Happily, I have some anti-icing, some de-icing spray for my car. Otherwise, I would have sitting there scratching the windscreen and clear it from ice. So I did just some. I like saying that now. Just do some, and it's all going to be free. I've never done such an easy. Such an easy ERS management here. Oh, Martin, I can't see that coming.
Of fuel remaining.
Probably you were gonna see me frustrated with track limits turn 1 over and over and over again, just like at Singapore that was. I'm still tempted to go and try once the season is finished, and then come up with a lap time that is just be probably 2 or 3 tenths off you, but eligible for the top 20 of the world. which will be pretty charming. Right, boxing this lap done, putting on the qualifying tyre, trying to achieve a mega lap. Kinda do not know what has been the lap time I did. Was it a 31.8? That is what I did in FP2. So 31.8 is the target to beat. I've so much time to gain here in the qualifying lap, I'm pretty sure of that. 32.5 right now at the stake. Alright, now coming to box. To get on a fresh set of ultras, nail that lap, go for qualifying, win that race, and hopefully maximize our chances for the championships. Once again, we need to outscore Vettel by 12 points in average per race to still win the championship. It's not going to be impossible, but very possible. It's going to be something fairly different, so really have to say that. Right, once they finally got me back into the garage, I'm more than happy to put on the qualifying practice pace again. So there is a second hypersoft left.
Engine fired, we're set.
Target lap time 1:31.8 to beat. To stay in front of that. Probably a Williams that is, I guess. That's a Sauber. I'll let him by. Want to get those tyres warmed up the right way, so want to do that softly. Martin, basically, I'm not sure whether you saw that question last time, but do you see something I do considerably wrong in driving those cars? Because I'm so far off the really quick guys sometimes that I kind of don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Not sure if you really have to do weird driving here, or whether it's just me being not sufficiently good enough. Come on. Well, one obvious thing, hitting apexes and nail the corners. That is the obvious thing I'm doing wrong at the minute. It's just it feels, you know, watching those people, they work hard on the wheel, but the car seems being so stable with them and so fine, and it's just, I can't understand what my problem is about that. So, battery's dead. Coming around the final turn.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can talk you through the numbers.
So a 31.2. I've surely cut turn 2 here and gained like 3/10. But the lap itself was not pretty perfect as well. Have a look at the tyre shape. Yeah, kinda equal to last time. Wow, even in just lean mixers, that was 2/10 quicker. Yeah, I found out about that as well, but I thought at the very same time when going way
There's
too
3
slow,
laps of fuel remaining.
like this is not enough lock, it seems to me. But it's just kinda difficult to judge sometimes, because now using less lock, I did not get well enough around the corners. So not sure, but we're gonna see. Did you mean the left-hander after the bridge? Yeah, surprised. I was surprised by myself a bit. So maybe you're right. Try to find a way getting rid of that. Right, we're gonna end the free practice session. Target exceeded. Accelerate the time so we can go on doing qualifying and having the race done. So kinda can't wait doing it. So yeah, what else going on tonight? Gonna have a little break later before doing some iRacing about the Skip Harbor Motorsports Park with the VRS GT Sprint Series and the Mercedes GT3. Gonna have to buy the track still, gonna have to get some little setup working, but basically gonna have to learn the track and get it completely to my mind because I've never driven it before. So that's gonna be interesting tonight. Turn slower then, so to say. Okay, well, we're gonna see if that helps in the future. Gonna also, oh, for God's sake.
Amazing performance out there. You must be really happy.
Yes, I am. Blah 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 blah
You
blah
spent a
blah.
lot of time on the track during practice. Does the car have enough reliability to sustain that?
Okay.
Is that pace in practice a good indicator of things to come?
Perfect.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah, Martin, I kinda get what you're trying to say here. Right. 15, 20, 30 points, something like that. 55. It's not gonna be enough for the new parts being saved. Anyway, that means we go into qualifying. Have a little look at the messages right now. We got a weather forecast from Jeff. All dry. That is great. Beyond that, we go straight into qualifying. Yeah, Martin, I hear ya. So I'm gonna try to get that done into the game, or get that transferred onto the track. Here we are, VTB Russian Grand Prix. Oh, I think we straight away go out, isn't it? So we drive out.
All clear the garage, please. Car ready to leave.
We've got 3 shots, 18 minutes. And hopefully have some huge fun. Can we get into pole position? It would be so good. Well, actually it wouldn't. Probably starting the car in second is a lot better. Fun fact, usually one of my strengths has always been the start. However, in that game though, I have been as poor as I've never been before in general. For some reason I just can't get the start right, got too much wheel spin every time, or simply bogging down, and then still manage to spin the wheels too hard. I even used less revs than that, Martin. Right, getting the car into mix 4. Here we go, qualifying. First lap, hopefully no traffic. So inviting to go wide every single time. That was actually too inviting.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
I got that really wrong.
Your front wing is damaged. Expect a lot of understeer unless we replace it.
Now please do so. Before not auto putting a new wing on, guys. Oh, speeder than pits. This is a bad feature, by the way. When you go into a free practice session, you've got 0 chances to practice the starts. Also, the battery seems dead, or was it just because we went into the pits? I know it was that because we used all energy allowed to be used on a lap. By the way, Martin, you did qualifying runs only in mix 4. Did you jump around between mix 5 and mix 4? Session info.
Car repairs have set us back a little.
Car setup though. There's a little less fuel out, thank you. Where's tires? Tire selection. Fresh set of Hypersofts. Exit, and then, well, we need to set a lap time, don't we? Go out, drive out.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
Didn't look too bad till here. Was good infield though on those other runs. Right, so we're firing up the engine again, overtake, mix and max, then we're hopefully ready to go. Is that lap time counting? So bad lap. Made everything wrong again. Just don't fuck it up entirely now. Let's see where this is going to bring us. Oh fuck. Twice then.
You've just put in the fastest lap. Good
Just
job.
keeps us valid. That is interesting. I would have expected us to get the lap time deleted, to be honest. I won't go too hard for track time. Nonetheless, we take purple for the minute. So we got basically one shot left due to the tyre situation.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
Also gonna take it very, very easy. That looks really good on the tyre here. Just don't want to burn it too much. lost some little time here. Definitely want to break the 30s barrier. I'm feeling like I really can do it. Oh dear. So boys, girls, here we go. I think we're gonna accelerate the time a little bit, so we're just not sitting here and waiting. But before we go doing so, we configure the car, take the fresh set of tires on, get ready again, do that race, hopefully win that race, get some research done again and secure some parts, have a little break, and then go back to iRacing and entering in the learning process. So session info, 6 minutes to go. As we spoke about, we're going tire selection.
Our best lap so far is a 1 minute 30.1.
Fresh set of tires. We accelerate the time. To 2 minutes. Like this. And there we go. Go out on track. We drive out.
All complete. Mechanics, please stand clear. We're ready to go.
I've no idea how big the gap is, but I expect the AI to surprisingly speed up and beat my lap times. Let's have a look. Where we are. Okay, for some reason the button to speak to my engineer doesn't work. There we are.
Okay, we're not seeing any issues with tyre wear right now. You should have good grip for a while yet. Your
Okay.
brakes are at optimal temperature. Brakes at optimal temperature.
Driver behind.
Verstappen behind. Their best lap time is a 1:30.5.
3/10, so. At least one AI is gonna put it 1 minute 29.7. And probably none of the top drivers as well. Gonna be interesting to see. It's also gonna be interesting to see whether we make it in time to the line, but I think we can do it. Car components look alright. Looks like we might need to swap the NGH pretty soon. Have some fun with doing that, Ben. Good luck to improve. 22 seconds. It's going to be a pretty short one time-wise. But we're going to do it. So car into maximum condition. So on the energy. 10 seconds to go in the session. And across the line, here we go. So we're identical. On the exit out of the final turn. That's good already. That was a bad turn one. We're in a good way to score purple again. To then all lose it because of stupidity. Oh, that is so... We were so lucky. There was a 29 in prospect. We just screwed it up though. However, coming across the line to win qualifying then.
Okay, good job mate, really well done. That was a fantastic drive.
The grid is all set then for the race tomorrow. But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top 3.
Yay! Where is Vettel? Oh, I forgot to see where Vettel is. That is good stuff on the rivalry points. Resource points. Thank you, Ben. Result versus car performance 100. I do like that. That gives us definitely way enough points to secure more data. Oh, McLaren reputation nearly entirely up.
Well
that
done.
is great stuff.
Very solid result. You're looking good for the
Right.
race.
So pole position. I think the second this year. Durability upgrade price is reduced by 20%. Means we get on that. Perfect. Incredibly cheap, so we need to gather another 600-700 points, and even can do more work on it if we wish to do so. Could also do some more work on other parts. So, guys, I think we're ready to go, are we? So, that being said, hopefully this is done in a good 25 minutes. Everything goes well. Let's have a look where championships...
We're almost ready to go.
not championship, oh well, championship contender is.
Right, let's be patient going into turn 1. We want to be in a good position for the rest of the race. Good luck.
Edit strategy. Want to go... Oh, really? Okay, gonna stay like this then. Fuel is about right. And then we can start the race, I guess.
Okay, go through all the gears if you can. We need to make sure the engagement is okay before the start. We're going to want to put some temperature into the tyres and brakes. We need to keep the engine cool though, so don't go too high with the revs.
Copy that. So, have to clearly say though, Vettel is 5th. This means we are exceeding our target and take away 15 points from him. So he's not allowed to finish higher than 4th every single race. And I don't think that is gonna happen. Hey there, Phil. How you doing, buddy? So we're back, we're into the race. We've just won qualifying. I'm starting from pole position. Get the core temperatures of the tires up a bit. Definitely need good brakes for turn 1. Oh, wanted that to happen earlier, to be honest. I don't want to start in the lean mix. Let's see what happens. This AI sometimes takes over the car so early.
Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has formed. Be ready with the clutch. Illegal maneuver. Cede that position or we'll receive a penalty.
Right. Now we're gonna have some fun. Need to make it back into DRS. I'm happy the car is still intact though. It's gonna be a tough one to win now.
Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race.
I'm a bit of the opinion that Verstappen nearly pushed me right though. But now it's me that, yeah. Has to deal with an illegal pass.
Okay,
but,
good
well.
work. Great pass.
Not sure who my passed there. So Vettel is in 5th, that's where I need him, but I need to win that race. That needs to be crystal clear.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the ultra softs.
Not yet. Oh, Vettel's gonna come badly again. huge fun that's gonna be. That is the only corner where the car balance is sort of
Ricardo's
off.
the race leader.
Might have a chance.
We're leading our teammate by 4.0 seconds.
Shall we box? I'm not sure. As long as Raikkonen is running in that DRS train, I've got zero chance to do anything anyway. Unless I get like... Okay. Like that, yeah. His battery nearly empty. Defending. That wasn't the smartest way to do it.
Box, box. We're coming in this lap.
Okay, so box, 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 box. Oh shit.
Box this lap, please.
Afraid I have to. Oh, this is going to be unsafe release, or we're gonna lose position, something like that. Come on, boys, work.
Go, go, go.
Go, 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 and you lose 2 positions. I was sitting there so low.
That was our last stop. No
Yeah.
more scheduled pit stops.
Very unfair that we got pushed wide and then deemed an illegal pass. But okay. Just trying to get back into range. Still have 7 laps to go.
Fernando is in the pits.
Oh, I'm driving way too hard right now. How did Vettel come? I simply don't want to know. That was an illegal pass, to be honest. So now I would consider some penalty. Don't go too wide, come on. Get on the black stuff.
Our gap to first place is 2.9 seconds. Gap to teammate behind is 3.5 seconds.
That pass is going to be hard. Okay, 5 more laps. Save some fuel, try to make up time.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Try to save up some energy as well. Come on, someone pass that Vettel, please. Get to Ricardo, keeps increasing. Not even sure if I'm gonna catch him at all. 2.7. Could be a last lap move.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
And I need all power available now. No mistakes allowed. I don't over exaggerate it, come on. A little bit of lifting to outweigh cut. I'm just trying so hard. Vettel's still in front of Raikkonen. Perfect teammate play there. We have a chance getting in that DRS. Not yet, I'm afraid. Oh, 2 more laps to go.
Yellow flag. Okay, clear.
Whoa.
You need to slow down before hitting the corners. We don't want to...
Hey, no way. No fucking way I'm gonna let that happen. Two laps to go, guys.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
As sad as that is actually a good point. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Tires feel done.
This is your final lap of the race.
The rears are pretty much gone. Short on fuel a bit. Save it. Oh, we're gonna limp home, really. Come on, get it done. Sadas, what you want to know about the game? I mean, I got 50 hours on it now and I've not played multiplayer yet because I basically don't want to. That was a hard-fought drive. Well, here we are, guys, winning that race. Yes! Good stuff there. So really enjoying it.
It was a tough race. Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be McLaren picking up the winners.
Yep, Sadas, I do have a lot of fun of the game. In between, I mean, not always having fun, but most of the time. So, thereabouts. Thank you so much, Ben. Thank you very much indeed. Where is Vettel? He came fourth, so we actually gained 13 points on him, just as we needed. Sadly, our teammate was too far away there to do any difference. Where's Max Verstappen? He dropped to 7th. Ah, too bad. Nonetheless, though, that is good stuff. That actually means we really get on very well.
Great work out there today. How do you think it went? How are you feeling after that win?
That's good stuff.
You must be thrilled to be up on the podium.
Yes, indeed.
You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret?
Have fun with that, Sadas. Sportsmanship increased.
You had a
increased.
close
That is
battle
good.
today, didn't you?
Oh, that is good stuff for the sportsmanship
Great.
there.
Well, that's everything.
So, coming towards the end of that race, towards the end of that stream, but I think we are ready to get into some contract negotiation again. We're heavily running on the so Ricardo has put in the faster lap, fair enough. But leading on the rivalries, no, actually Alonso has put in the faster lap time than me. Wow. Anyway, we're still leading on the rivalries. That is looking good towards us. Gathering the resource points, gonna look forward to that as well. I think we should get some bonus of a team target. Race bonus, there we go, team gold bonus. So that is great, 950 points. Means we can develop a lot of things from now on and save it for next year. So the entire reputation is up and maxed out, apart from Ferrari. And it's interesting that Mercedes is now first in that list. Gonna see what happens right there. So sportsmanship surely increased a lot. Going further towards veteran, here we are, so we start contract negotiation. My value is pretty much up there, so let's have a look. We start the contract negotiation, expect a qualifying position.
The more willing the team will be to give us better perks.
I can always expect the top 7, always expect the top 4, 5 maybe.
It will be rejected, and too many attempts will leave us stuck with the original offer.
Gonna keep that medium. Race bonus. Let's see whether they get us along with 3. Upgrade speed, pit stop efficiency, level 2. Negotiate with a different team. Let's see what they say.
We're
Way too
asking for
far.
too much here.
Okay.
We need to make some compromises. From here, we can change the team that we're negotiating
Let's
with.
see what
There's
Mercedes
no rule
thinks.
saying you need to stay in the same seat forever. Selecting a team here only affects the negotiation. The actual move won't take place
Oh,
until the following
okay.
race weekend.
Rivalries will also be reset. Okay, so changing teams is not a very good idea. Alright, let's see if that gets us a percent. And that gets us a little more of that.
They aren't coming round to that
Okay,
proposal.
so
Let's try something else.
race bonus number 2. That way, that should do the job.
Our proposal
Wow.
has been accepted. The new contract will take
I should have
effect on
done
the next
something
race
different. So that contract is not as good as it was before. Not really, to be honest, Sadders, because I basically want to finish the season definitely in that team and maybe go even on and prove that I can do it. So, anyway, we got 951 resource points to spend. And since everything is on sale due to the happiness of the department, we have already saved all the things to stay on the car for next year. That is just so great. Beyond that, we need 600 points up to research new stuff, so that is everything saved. 8 of 8 things have been saved for next year, so that is good stuff, guys. Thank you so much for watching, though. Stay tuned to that channel. Make sure to subscribe if you like what you see, chaps. And we're gonna be back in a good hour and 15 or something for some iRacing. Actually, let me get that on real quick. Quit to the main menu and let me see really what is the timing about our later run there on iRacing. So have to buy the track, have to buy the stuff. Oh dear. Sorry. So let me have a quick look on where the iRacing side of life. What is being the timing schedule? I think though we're going live in a good hour and 15. Do some little practice, do some extended preparation, as we have to get this this racetrack still. Need to learn it, need to drive it, need to do stuff on it. So the VRS GT Sprint Series is coming up. The next race, 11 PM. Yeah, that's what I expected. So that means we are going to do some testing. Start in a good hour or something. Have a break for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. This is the Simpy. I'm Michi, and I'll see you guys out on the track.